everybody knows that it makes no sense that you send a kid to the emergency room for a treatable illness like asthma. They end up taking up a hospital bed. It costs, you gave them treatment early, and they got some treatment and a breathalyzer, or an inhalator, not a breathalyzer. I haven't had much sleep in the last 48 hours, so.
Those are not statements that I ever heard when I was sitting in the pews at this church. Did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in the church? Yes.
You can walk out of a church. I mean, you can go up to a pastor and say, this is wrong.
And as I said, Anderson, if I had heard any of these statements, I probably would have walked out, and I probably would have told Reverend Wright that they were wrong. But they were not statements that I heard when I was in church.
So no one...
Did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in the church? Yes.
In the church ever said to you, man, last week you missed this sermon, Reverend Wright said this, or, I mean, I think I read in your book that you used to listen to tapes of Reverend Wright when you were at Harvard Law School.
I did.
So you had no idea.
I did not. Well, did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in the church? Yes.
What they'll say is, well, it costs too much money. But you know what? It would cost about the same as what we would spend over the course of 10 years. It would cost what it would cost us. All right. Okay. We're going to. It would cost us about the same as it would cost for about, hold on one second, I can't hear myself. But I'm glad you're fired up, though. I'm glad.
Because, you know, it is just wonderful to be back in Oregon, and over the last 15 months we've traveled to every corner of the United States. I've now been in 57 states, I think one left to go. Alaska and Hawaii I was not allowed to go to, even though I really wanted to visit, but my staff would not justify it.
People, this is Tim Murphy for New York Magazine. Well, 2 weeks after Obama's big win, the political group Move On is still fired up and ready to go. They're holding 1,200 victory parties all across the country tonight, and we're going to infiltrate one of them on the Upper West Side.
The purpose of this gathering is to help make sure the change we fought for this year becomes a reality.
What compelled you to come tonight?
Because I have been going through withdrawal after the campaign, and I like canvassing and calling, and felt like it'd be interesting to see what we do now.
The first thing we're going to do is listen to the national webcast, and we'll finish tonight with the celebration.
We'll be gathering tens of thousands of photos of people around the country asking for change, and we'll present that to Congress. You should talk together about who you can gather photos of and where you can gather them.
I don't have a digital camera. Are you working on a digital camera campaign?
Anyways, the same kind of disposable that you can buy. I feel like she does.
Is there a place to receive 35 mils?
The photo is supposed to include them holding the sign.
Here, yeah.
Okay, I want to know something. If
I get yelled at again, I'm leaving. So just keep it down.
What's generally very, very difficult is actually communicating to move on.
The whole point is not any particular agenda. It's just to get agendas through. It's just to get moving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're everybody. You're the citizens. You're just a volunteer. Sorry, I'm taking the room. I'm taking control of the room so that we don't have everything going crazy just for 1 second. I still need you. Guys. I still need you. You're going to spend this time talking about exactly what you want Move On to start doing and what you think that Move On could be doing from here on out and ways in which we can all help. Thank you.
I think what this gentleman was saying is also true.
I'm not even sure what we do. And I think actually given what you're
too far over the line towards the right. And he's capable of doing
I think that if we could have a coloring book about Obama or about how he got to the White House.
It was like a co-op tenants meeting.
Yeah.
You know, everybody
Well said.
wants to hear themselves talk.
Nora, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Move On Council, which is one thing we're working to organize here tonight. And anybody who's interested, who signed up on that sheet, will get you onto the council. We're working to organize here tonight. And anybody who's interested, who signed up on that sheet, will get you onto the council. Interested?
Focus, you moron!
Council page, and everybody can organize together. So Nora,
Yeah, but Chris, that's not what I said. No. We want to have each other's numbers, not through the council. We're here, we might want to work together.
All right. You guys have the ability. Calm down, everybody. Move On is not about an issue. It's about the issue being that you guys cannot organize and that we need to figure out how to fucking do it because, no, it's really important. Sorry, are you? All right. So anyway, thanks, and I'm done.
All right, so
Is there another sign-up sheet?
yeah, there's a sign-up sheet for the council.
No, I'm passing a sign-up sheet around, and it's not going to be for the council,
well,
it's so we could get together and do the...
Sure, that's fine.
So we could go without further...
So what we can do now is celebrate. Yay!
Yow!